What's up everybody, my name is Tonny and I'm here with another Warframe guide video, and we're going to be looking at Umbral Zephyr Prime. Now, I only got one build for you guys because due to the fact of how useless this frame is, there's only one use of this frame, and that is the Turbulence ability. So, I'm going to go over the other abilities as well and as to why they are kind of useless. So, first up would be the Focus Tree. I highly recommend Moderate for the damage, but you guys can use whatever you want. So, obviously I tested out Tornado and Tornado builds for this, and apparently it's not working well, so for sure you don't want to get a Tornado build. And the reason is because of the move speed of the Tornadoes are too slow. There's no way to increase that, as well as the pull radius is way too little. So both of those radius and the speeds are 5 meters to 5 just 5 meters, and that's way too short. So I think that this is not good, especially using the augment is not even worth using as well because the damage output is really low. It's a 120. Highly recommend not to make any builds for this. You can use it with conjunction with the jet build if you guys want to do some CC, as that is the only potential this tornado ability has. But when it comes to the CC, it doesn't really grab that many enemies because of its slowness as well as the pull radius, and when it does grab, it usually goes towards the enemy pretty slow. So it does have a little bit of an AI system on the tornadoes. They act like an AI basically, but they have to go close or towards an enemy, and they could go through walls too, but still they're pretty damn slow. So I don't recommend making a build for this. It's not even worth it. For the air burst, even though if you launch this into the tornadoes to make it bigger, it's still not worth it. You're spending time making it bigger and spending time navigating it to an enemy as well if you want to make it faster by ADSing, which I highly recommend not to do it. So air burst with tornadoes, still it doesn't work. Even using this air burst for DPS still doesn't work that well. It just launches enemies flying up apparently, so this is good for CC, sure, but I mean, when you're doing some Zephyr stuff, you want to kill stuff mostly. So, again, Airburst, Tornado, not that great. The Tailwind, however, is actually pretty situational here. So if you're like in an open world area and you use Tailwind, this actually can help you a little bit to get to a location faster. So you can use this with conjunction with the jet, but when it comes to making a build specifically for this, it's definitely not worth it because if you're in a enclosed mission like let's say Corpus missions or Grenier missions, hallways and such would probably be pretty short to the point where you will run into a wall when you use this, and most of the time you'll still be flying until the duration is off. So that is why, and as well as when you're using this in open world, Tailwind, usually you have already an instant Arcwing, so Arcwing is a little bit faster than Tailwind, just by a little bit. So again, something to know about. So let's move on to the build real fast. So only the jet build or the turbulence build here. I have the jet stream augment because of the movement speed by 40% and projectile speed by 100% for Zephyr. So let's say you have let's say you have a weapon that has a very slow projectile speed. Using this with that weapon would increase the projectile speed based on your ability strength. That is why I have at least 84%, or in this case, extra 50%. So it's around 130 if I use it. So let's give you an idea of what 50% is. So it's 139 projectile flight speed with speed of 55%. That's pretty fast. So every time you cast it, you'll get the at least 130 to 150 speeds for both. So Arcanes, I have Arcane Guardian and Energize. Definitely need Energize for this, but maybe not actually. You know what? I don't think you need it. I think Guardian you don't need it either. You can put it something else. You can actually replace these Arcanes for whatever you guys want, because the cost of this is only 75, and the chance of you recasting this is pretty slow, pretty low because of the duration basically at 41 seconds. The shield radius is at 14.1 meters, so that should cover most stuff. So mobile defense, excavations, these type of stuff is great for this build here. So one thing to know about this is that when you guys are building this, duration and range has to be somewhat close to each other. Maybe range could be a little bit less, and duration could be more. For me, I use overextended instead of narrow-minded because of the range. I don't want to get too little range. So at 79%, you get basically what does it say? I don't see it. 4.74 meters. Is that good enough? I don't think that's good enough. It might still, if you're protecting something, it might still get hit. So I just put on overextend just in case. That way everything should be okay. Not to mention the rockets and stuff will just bounce off you. So definitely worth using. So I'm going to show you guys a brief demo of this. I won't do a gameplay demo because, of course, you guys will see everything you guys will need to see on this showcase right now. Just to let you guys know about the projectile speed. So I have a Akaboto Prime, Akaboto, Akimbo Boto, whatever you want to call it. So this Riven basically gives me a negative 56.1 projectile speed. So basically, the bullets will not be instant. So I'm gonna go ahead and showcase an example from this weapon, as well as a weapon that's really slow that I don't really have actually. Let me see. I don't think I have any projectile weapons. I'm not kidding. I'm not going to count Shedu because Shedu's pretty fast enough already. You know what? Let's go for this one. Let's go for my Cernos right here. We'll try this out. So go ahead and get this. I got the engine conversion ready. I'm gonna go ahead and cast it. I'm not gonna use it on an enemy just yet. So the picture is not that it's not that bad. So again, this is without the projectile speed. Notice how it's a little bit slower than usual. And with the arrows, alright, so that's your example right there. I'm going to go ahead and do it with the enemies, as well as showing you how much you can take. Basically, how much you can bounce off anything that's coming at you. They're level 170, but I don't think level makes a difference here. Alright, here we go. Obviously, I'm not going to let them get close to me, so I'm just going to kill them if they get too close. Alright, there we go. Where is the Bombard dude? I think that's still #1 here, so let's go for this one. There he is. So notice that he's trying to hit me with it and all the other stuff. This is without the engine conversion. Still pretty useful. The attacks, the bullet speeds and all that stuff is still a little bit slow, but that's fine. Still almost instant. Alright, so there you guys have it. A bit of a showcase for you guys there. You know what? Definitely great for like missions like mobile defense and defense or excavation. So, again, a solid build here. Tornadoes, usually you can use it if you guys want, but you know what? They're not really worth the energy. Because look how slow they are. They're completely slow. And redirecting them, that's like... It's not... Yeah, sure, they're fast, but like, I mean... Look how fast they go though. I mean, it's not really worth it. You're just ADS and just pointing. It's not worth it. Even if you're using air burst, I mean that's the highest it can go. So again, not worth it. So that is the build. Hopefully this guide helps you guys a little bit, so that way you guys can make some use of Zephyr, because I know it's kind of useless on some people's opinions. I play it sometimes on open world, so I think it's great in open world missions like the Plains of Eidolon or Fortuna. I definitely enjoy using this on those. So, if you guys like this video, give it a like. Hopefully, you guys will subscribe, because I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. It seems that the count of subscribers I'm getting is getting like almost once per day or twice per day, which is good. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. That's actually pretty good. So, again, thank you guys for watching, and peace out.